Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bulldozer TV. Let's be honest with ourselves. Chelsea Football Club is dead and now buried. The team was on life support, and that life support was Maresca. Because ever since this blue coat took over, we've been shambles. They were just buying young players with the potentials. And we all know that potential doesn't always lead to stardom. And Maresca was making average players look good and good players look great. He had a team. He was in charge of the team. He knew the strength of each player and he played them perfectly. Although I had issues with some of his changes and some of his setup, but we were good. We were feared by other teams because they never knew which Chelsea is going to turn out. But now, this Chelsea is so porous. And, I can bet you that every Chelsea football fan has checked out of the season. They do not care anymore. Today, there was a big protest at Stamford Bridge about how Blue Co out, they want Blue Co out because it's not been working. It's been 3 to 4 years since they bought the team, and there is nothing they can say about improvement. All they can say, we won the Club World Cup, we won the Conference League. And that is what they are going to play next season because Manchester United brought in a coach in the form of Michael Carrick when we were ahead of them. And now what is they are leading Chelsea by 10 points. 10 fucking points. It's even like you think about it, and the sorry state of Chelsea is devastating. It's disgusting. They took off the life support, which was Maresca, and brought in Anti-Rose because he is their puppet. Because Maresca said things that they didn't like. And they were like, if you don't like, we don't like what you said. So we get you out of the door. And then they went in for Rosenoi. And look at the last 4 Premier League games with Rosenoi. Against Newcastle, who has only won just 1 or 2 games away all season. They beat us at Stamford Bridge by a 1-0. We lost 3-0 to Everton, 3-0 to Manchester City, and now 1-0 to Manchester United. 4 games played in the Premier League, 0 goals scored, 8 goals conceded. That is atrocious. And watching Chelsea is so boring, so sad, so disgusting, slow build up, no tenacity, no urgency. Players don't know what to do. And I got watching, I know Garnacho is trash. So I don't expect anything from him. But I watch Palmer and I'm literally crying because this is a player screaming for help. He's regressed backwards. Like this season, he's regressed backwards. We can talk about the injuries, but it's been months since he has come out from the injury. And it's a sorrowful state watching him play. He's screaming for help. He's screaming for a manager that could guide him. Watch Enzo Fernandez. Watch a player in the name of Caicedo who, at a point this season, he was being considered one of the best, if not the best midfielder in the Premier League. Now, it's all over the place. What the defense? We are conceding goals left, right, center. We played in the Champions League against PSG. We lost by 3-0. Our last 6 games, we've lost 5 and won 1. And that was against League 2 side Port Vale. That is the sorrowful state of Chelsea Football Club. Today I was watching the game as usual, but I was on my phone and I wasn't really paying attention to the game because it was so boring watching the Chelsea Football Club. And anytime Garnacho gets the ball, my God, I really blame Esteban for getting injured in the first 15 minutes. He destroyed everything because the moment Garnacho was coming into the game, I was like, fuck, we are doomed because he's not going to do anything. He's one of the worst players Chelsea has ever wasted money on. Because Manchester United didn't play shit. Let's call a spade a spade. They didn't play shit. They just had one shot on target. One fucking shot on target. And that was the goal. They were totally useless in the game. Manchester United, they didn't play shit. But then Chelsea was useless. Chelsea was rubbish. They were garbage. I've never been a coach, but with my tactical news, and if I was born in the UK, I would have done a better job than Rosenor. This is the thing. He's there because he's a puppet. He's there because of an opportunity they took him from Hull City to Strasbourg. That is why this manager, and the reason he's not being sacked is because the board and the sporting directors don't want to come out as being silly, as being fools for appointing Liam Rosenau in the first place, where every Tom, Dick, and Harry knew that he wasn't the right man for the job. Everybody knew, even a toddler. A 1-month-old kid can tell you that Liam Rosenau is not fit for the Chelsea job. But then they went to, and the board, a member of the board said that you just need the players and anybody can manage it. So you see the stupidity from top trickled downwards to the sporting directors. And then they hired Rosenau. So they do not want to come out to say that, oh, we made a mistake. So they wouldn't sack him halfway through the before the season end. They will wait when we are 12th in the league, because at this rate, our best position is going to be probably 13th or 14th. Just like when this Blue Coal took over Chelsea and they made us, and we were 12th. We were 12th, yes. And we are going to be 12th again this season. And then they are going to sack Rosenau. That is the only time they are going to sack Rosenau. But for now, he's still going to be in the job. And they made mention, Rosenau, this guy, whenever he's in press conferences, he keeps on talking big game and big game shit and whatever. We are going to qualify for Champions League. It is a surety and all kinds of crazy shit. And then he put out such a rubbish game against Manchester United. He said, oh, talk with no bite. Talk with no bite. Honestly, I've checked out. That is why I don't have a lot of emotion. That is why I can even come out and make a video and not be angry. Because I'm not going to waste my time on this stupid board. Individuals that have money, Americans that do not care about football. What they care about is just the financial gains they are going to get. Because even in America, they don't fucking care about football. They call football soccer. So you know these people lack knowledge in the beautiful game of football. And then the British government gave them the free pass to buy Chelsea. And then ripped the soul out of Chelsea and watching this sorrowful Chelsea state. It was a shame. Hopefully, it is my prayer that uh, we place 12 on the league table. Yeah, it is my prayer because we are total garbage. And I God, it's a sorrowful state watching Chelsea. There is no spirit in that. There is no fight. I could have done a better job as a Chelsea manager than that fool in that position. I don't care whether he's black, because I don't deal with color. I deal with competence, and he's not competent enough to be the Chelsea manager. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bulldozer TV. Until then, I'm out. Ciao.